All right, let's dive in. Today, we're looking at a piece of AI technology that's doing something, well, something pretty different. It doesn't just create an image from text, it creates entire complex compositions. It's called Qwen Image 2.0. And you know what? It's really challenging the very line between a detailed description and a finished piece of art.
But before we get into the nuts and bolts of it all, I've got a question for you. Just take a look at the slides you're seeing right now. The title card, this very question. Do you think an AI could actually generate these? And I don't just mean the background image. I mean the text, the layout, the whole shebang. What do you think?
Well, the answer is a resounding yes. In fact, this timeline you're looking at right now, this was generated by Qwen Image 2.0 from one single complex text prompt. It's not just a graphic, it's charting the model's own history, showing how what started as two separate paths, generation and editing, have now merged into one unified, incredibly powerful tool. It's a perfect way to kick things off, right?
So how on earth does it do it? Well, the magic behind Qwen Image 2.0 can really be broken down into 5 fundamental pillars. Think of them as 5 core capabilities that all work together to create these just incredible results. So let's unpack them one by one.
The very first pillar is precision, or Qwen. This is the model's core superpower, its ability to follow instructions right to the letter. Remember that timeline we just saw? That wasn't a lucky accident. The AI was given this complex set of instructions with specific dates, text, layouts, and it rendered every single piece of it exactly as it was told. That is precision in action.
Now, building on top of that precision is the second pillar, complexity, or duo. And this is where things start to get truly mind-bending. The model can understand and execute a prompt that is up to 1,000 tokens long. To put that into perspective for you, that's not just a sentence. It's a detailed, multi-paragraph creative brief.
So what does 1,000 tokens of complexity actually look like? Well, here's just a little snippet of a prompt that was used to generate a full-on business infographic. I mean, look at the detail here. The instructions get as specific as column titles and the exact data points to use.
And here's what it made. From that one incredibly detailed prompt, the AI generated this entire data-rich report. The layout, the charts, the key metrics, it just got it. It understood the whole structure and spit out a professional-grade infographic in one shot. Honestly, this level of automated complexity just wasn't possible before.
But it's not all just about functional, data-driven stuff. Pillar number 3 is aesthetics, or May. This is the model's inner artist, its innate sense of design. It doesn't just slap text on a page, it composes it beautifully. It understands layout, balance. It can even create absolutely stunning calligraphy.
For example, check this out. This prompt asks the AI to basically become a master calligrapher. It's asking for a famous poem in a classical inkwash style, and it's even specifying details down to the flying white effect you get from a drying brush. This isn't just a request for information. This is a request for art.
Okay, our fourth pillar takes us straight into the physical world. Realism, or Gen. This is all about the model's ability to make text look like it truly belongs in a scene. It understands materials, lighting, and perspective, so it renders text not just on an image, but in it. And this is a fantastic example of that. In just one single image that the model generated, it rendered text in all these different ways. You've got handwritten notes on a reflective glass whiteboard, a logo on the fabric of a t-shirt, text on a magazine cover with perfect perspective, and even a hand-drawn schematic. It calculates how light and texture should affect every single one, making the final image just incredibly believable.
And that brings us to our final pillar, alignment, or Qi. You can think of this as the organizational brain of the model. It's the power to arrange information into perfectly structured professional formats, turning what could be chaotic instructions into clean, organized output. And what better way to show off alignment than a calendar, right? The model was asked to create this for February 2026 and to include all the correct dates, lunar notations, and holidays. It didn't just generate the text, it understood the entire grid structure and placed every single element perfectly. This is high-level automated design, plain and simple.
It can even create a multi-panel comic strip. From just one prompt describing the whole story, Qwen Image 2.0 generated this entire sequence. It correctly placed the characters, the action, and the dialogue in each panel, showing that it actually understands sequential storytelling and visual layout. It's amazing.
So, okay, the model is clearly a master of text,
But its power goes way, way beyond that. It's also capable of generating photorealistic images with a level of detail that is just staggering.
A huge reason for this is its native 2K resolution. We're talking 2048 by 2048 pixels. That's a much larger canvas than a lot of previous models, and it's what allows it to render details so fine they feel almost microscopic.
And this is how that high resolution translates into realism. In one example, the model created a forest scene using over 23 distinct shades of green. It was capturing the unique texture and the way light hits every single plant. The result isn't just a picture of a forest, it's an image that really feels alive.
Now this brings us full circle back to that timeline we saw at the beginning, where generation and editing merged. Because this is a unified omni-model, it means that all those powerful capabilities we just talked about, the precision, the realism, the aesthetics, they can also be used to edit existing images.
So what does that mean for you? It means you can now perform edits that used to be only for skilled artists. You could, say, upload a photo and just ask the model to inscribe a poem onto it in a very specific calligraphic style. It'll analyze the image and add the text as if it were always a part of the original shot. It's seamless. It could even combine subjects from multiple photos into one totally coherent scene. Like in this example, it took two separate images of the same character and just merged them. And notice, it didn't just copy and paste. No way. It created a unified background and it adjusted the lighting and perspective to make the new composition feel completely natural.
So, when you add all of this up, what you get is a fundamental shift in how we even think about creation. The line between a detailed description and the final product is becoming vanishingly thin. This really is the creator's new canvas.
To really show you what I mean, let's look at one last, incredibly detailed prompt. It's describing a winter street scene in Beijing, and it's specifying everything. A calligraphy shop, a flower shop with a sign made out of flowers, and a snowman in the middle holding a sign to announce the model's release.
And here it is, the result. The AI took every single one of those creative, complex, and distinct instructions and wove them all into this single beautiful image. The calligraphy, the text made of flowers, the chalk on the snowman sign. It's all there, and it's all rendered perfectly.
We are entering an era where the act of describing something with precision and creativity is the act of creating it. So the final question really isn't about what the AI can do anymore. It's about what we will ask it to do. When your description becomes the art, what will you describe?